Hey there, how is everyone doing tonight? I'm really so amped about this topic. Okay, so I get a lot of you all asking so many questions, okay, about publishing a book, how to publish a book, how to write a book. You all, I love writing. Every single day I write in my journal. Okay, it's over on the other side. I love writing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I have a couple of books published on Amazon. I'm actually working on my third book currently. And I just feel like it's so monumental once you get a book written and published and out there. Okay, so I just encourage all of you all to go ahead and get it done and just do all the things. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tricks and tips on how to write a book and how to get it published on Amazon. And I just want you, as you're listening to this, to know that you can do it. We all have a story inside of us, and it's so important to get that story out, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about writing your book is to start. I wrote some a little bit of a guide here that I want to share. So the first thing is start by brainstorming ideas about a book and doing an outline of the structure. This is so important. They always say by the time you've actually put together an entire book, you've really actually have had that book in your head for years and years and years. That's at least my component in writing my Divinely Inspired Action book that's published on Amazon, which is more like a workbook, and then our complete Kefir Guide to Health, Weight Loss, and Beauty, and this has over 65 healing recipes in it. So powerful. Okay, set aside dedicated time each day of the week to write, and this is also really important too. I need to get my glasses so I can see. Because what you're wanting to do is make sure that you're really getting established time in there to get your word out. Okay. Otherwise the time just goes and you're like, oh, I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. But you really need to set an amount of time. Okay. A time every single day. So when I was doing it every single day between 10 and 1, I was doing it. I was sitting down and making sure it was happening. Okay, and write your first draft without worrying too much about perfection. Honestly, do not worry about dotting every I, crossing every T. This process will actually teach you just to get it done. Just go out there and just get it done, okay? You can always revise it later, okay? And also consider seeking feedback from other readers. I started doing that, but to be honest, so many people have so many opinions that it actually made me even more insecure in the beginning. So I would more recommend doing that if you're more of an advanced writer and you've been doing this for a while, okay? Number 2, editing and revising. Okay, so once you have completed your first draft, take time to revise and edit the manuscript. I always had an editor on board for me. Personally, I love writing, but doing all the details and the semantics of the way everything's laid out in a book, I just leave that to my editors. Okay, so you can either edit it yourself or get an editor. Okay, consider hiring a professional. Okay, and to review your work in your grammar, punctuation, clarity, and just like the overall book. Okay, and revise your manuscript based on feedback that you receive. Okay, so you're going to want to just read it over and over and over again to really make sure that you're getting the right content out there that you're wanting your listeners to hear. Okay, so number 3 is formatting your book. So format your manuscript according to the Amazon guidelines. Okay, so definitely look at their guidelines because there are things that are a little bit more they can be a little bit more complicated than you realize. So you'll put together the whole book and then you'll go to get it published and you're like, oh shoot, okay. And then Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP, that's what you're going to go through. Okay, so you're going to convert your manuscript into a format like doc, PDF, and this way you're going to be able to upload it and you'll be able to meet the Amazon standards on the formatting requirements. Okay. And the reason I bring up Amazon is because it's just so easy. It's easy to get your book out there, especially if you're a first-time book writer and you're becoming an author. It's just a simple gateway. Okay. And plus, people can find you a lot easier. You can get your reviews a lot faster. You can start selling your content a lot faster. And they have just made it really effortless, to be honest with you. Okay. So number 4 is creating a cover. I will be honest. I love my cover. This cover right here. I did this because I'm a chef, right? And I love Emeril Lagasse. I don't know if y'all know who he is. He's our chef. He's like, bam. And this isn't his yacht, but I wanted my photo in front of his yacht, but the sun wasn't coming down correctly because I just kind of wanted the energy since I'm like such a fan. So really just having your covers be really powerful. I will say this cover on this book has always bothered me. It was one of those things where I just had to get it done, and I had so much going on in my life. And I mean, the book is like, there's a lot in this book, and so I do have this cover and then my picture down here. I do not like this cover at all. But anyway, so definitely make your cover. I need to actually redo that this next time around. But it's very fun to do. It's very fun to do. So and so when you create the cover, you might want to hire a professional designer to create your cover. That's actually what I did for this one right here. And my niece actually did the photo shoot. Of course, she did amazing. So I really believe it's 100% worth going through that process because you want to feel proud of your book. Like, this is my book. I love it. Okay. Number 5, publishing your book on Amazon. So sign up for an Amazon account on Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP. Okay. So this is a platform on kdpamazon.com. All right. And then follow the prompts to upload, to format your manuscript, cover design, and it will also show you how to upload your design for your cover, and also your book description and other relevant details. Okay, so choose your pricing, royalty options, just for distribution and all of that. So there's a lot of different ways to go. Review your book details and preview your manuscript before publishing it. Okay, so I actually had my editor do all that. I totally recommend for me personally, I recommend this when you first publish a book to put it out there at no cost and have your family and friends be able to read it so that you can have some reviews in the algorithm. I think when I first did it, I had 10 reviews and I gave it out for free. Like the first few weeks, and I asked them to give a review, all of those who read it, and they were more than happy to. And of course, they left some really amazing 5-star reviews, which really helped the algorithm with my book. Like this book right here, this is actually right up there with all the other like really inspiring books, like Napoleon Hill and Tony Robbins. And I mean, it's when you Google my book, it's actually up there with all these other books. So it really feels like, wow, I can't believe that. Okay, so number 6, marketing your book. So develop a marketing plan to promote your book and to reach your target audience. Utilize social media platforms, author websites, book signings, and other promotional channels to generate buzz for the readers. I also did a book launching party. That was my biggest launch with my book, is my book party. Okay. Actually, now that I see this, I probably should put the link up there. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll put the link up there about this book. I don't make a lot off of my ebooks. I only make like 4 cents per copy, but I actually wrote it more to help people than to actually make it more of a financial situation for myself. Okay. Monitor sales and reviews. So keep track of your book sales, rankings, all that. Amazon does that for you, so it's not really that necessary, but encourage readers to leave reviews. That's actually the most important thing, is to make sure you have those reviews from your readers. You all, I hope this really helps. If you feel like it's helped you and it might help someone else, please go ahead and share. And I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. And I love, love, love the concept of writing books. So I encourage